what he has for us today. Moses, champion Moses, we are very humble to have that. Hear her cry. The message was there. Let us hear what she's talking about that song. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Joanita. Thank you very much, Moses Supercharger, for inviting me. My name is Namanje Shakira. I am a survivor of gender-based violence. I am an advocate working with the Uganda Network of AIDS Service Organization, UNASO, as the advocacy officer. And I am here today to share with you my story. First of all, as you hear the campaign, Hear Her Cry. This is the time for everybody out there to hear us as young women, as young girls, as we are crying, as we are calling everyone to come to our rescue, to support and help the girl child as we are ending gender-based violence in Uganda. This is the time to end it, not tomorrow, not today, this is the time. So we should all join together to fight gender-based violence. My advice to survivors out there, first of all, as a survivor, is one, I know something bad has happened to you. I know you're scared. I know you're blaming yourself. So one of the first things that I want you to know is it is not your fault that someone out there chose to do something harmful and very terrible to you. It is not your fault. So please forgive. Then the other thing would be that put the blame where it belongs, to the perpetrator. The person that did this act is the person that did the wrong thing, not you. So do not hide yourself. Do not think you're dirty. Do not think that you're unworthy of love. Do not think that you have to hide. My next point would be to talk about it. You know, as a person who has gone through gender-based violence, this is something that lives with us for the rest of our lives. So some days will be good and other days will be bad. So please talk about it. If you cannot talk about it, if you feel like that person has threatened your life or you are in an unsafe environment, write it down. Narrate the story on a paper, what happened to you in detail. Write it down and say this and this and this has happened to me. And after that, talk to someone, your friend, your neighbor, your teacher, anyone that is willing to listen. If you talk to the first person and they don't listen, if you talk to the second person, you talk to the third person, do not give up. Out of the 10 people that you're telling, trust me, there will be that one person that will listen to you. There will be that one person that will listen to you. Then my next point would be, it is now for you to speak up, because one of the most important things is every hour matters. Every second that you take after this act matters. Why? If you speak up early, you get medical help. There is medication that is called PEP that is given to a person who has been exposed to the risk of getting infected, and people that have been defiled or sexually abused are under this category. So if you speak up early and seek medical attention and medication that can help you prevent infection of HIV, you're also given medication that can help you prevent the unwanted pregnancy that this person that defiled you or that abused you might have given you. So it is very important for us to seek medical help. And then it will also help to gather that evidence as you're facing the perpetrator that has done this to you. So please seek medical attention as early as possible, right? So as I wrap up, my final advice would be that as a survivor of gender-based violence, I have gone to school, I have graduated, and even went back for another degree. So if I can do it, then you can do it. As a person who has survived gender-based violence, you can be anything that you want to be in this world. So please forgive yourself, give yourself time to heal, because it is not an easy road. Other days will be good, other days will be bad, but trust the process, speak about it, and seek help. Thank you very much.
After Shakila, what can I say? She's a young girl who has gone through the gender-based violence as a young girl. And right now, the next presentation is going to be done by Champion Supercharger, who is a man. And we know that many of the violences to girls are always made by men. Supercharger is going to make a presentation on a song called Prevention. Wow.
Prevention is solution number one. Our leaders, young people, elders. Prevention must be the golden rule. Let them know. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala, echimala chimala. Stop the suffering. Let them know. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala, echimala chimala. Stop the misery. Let them know. We are facing new infections every day. Mortality in my goodness striking hard. The burden is alarming in Africa. And funding for the service limit down. Calling on my people, wherever you are, let us take up the pace to stop new infections. Prevention of HIV. Prevention is solution number one. Our leaders, young people, elders. Prevention must be the golden rule. Let them know. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala, echimala chimala. Stop the suffering. Let them know. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala, echimala chimala. Stop the suffering. Let them know. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala. Stop the misery, let them know. We can end HIV by 2030 if we all use the following interventions optimally: structure, behavior, and biomedical in combination. Condom, PrEP, head, task, and circumcision. I'm calling on my people, wherever you are. Let us take up the pace to stop new infections. Prevention of HIV. Prevention is solution number one. Our young people, elders. Prevention must be the golden rule. Let them know. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala. Echimala chimala, stop the suffering, let them know. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala, echimala chimala, stop the misery. Prevention of HIV. Prevention is solution number one. Our leaders, young people, elders. Prevention must be the golden rule. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala, echimala chimala. Stop the suffering, let them know. Echimala chimala, echimala chimala, echimala chimala. Stop the misery. Prevention of HIV. Prevention is solution number one. Our leaders, young people, elders. Prevention must be the golden rule. Before I give the microphone to Joanita, I want to thank the UGANET'S Commission who supported me to record that song. I'm still lacking a video to anybody out there. That song needs a video. The audio was recorded by UGANET'S Commission. They gave me the support to record it 2 years ago, but up now it has no video. So we need a video for that song. And secondly, I also want to thank international community of women living with HIV. The song we did first, which is called Warrior, it was supported, the recording was supported by ICW, headed by my beautiful baby, Lillian Moreko. Still, that song doesn't have a video. I want somebody out there who can fund it so that I can record a video so that it, because I composed this song to go to the society, to go down to the community. I don't compose them to be in the shelf, isn't it? We compose these nice messages so that they can reach down there. But composing a song 2 years, that's what you have video. Champion.
Thank you, champion, supercharger, ladies and gentlemen. He knows what to say. We know that 2030 will be the time when all our UN partners will not be in position to support us as Uganda anymore. And Champion Supercharger felt it's appropriate now to tell us all what should be done to prevent HIV. So that by the time we reach 2030, Uganda will be free. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Supercharger, the Champion Supercharger, ng'ayogera kuyimba prevention. Olugamba nti okuziyiza, era nga tukakasa nti okuziyiza kusinga okuwona. Ate nga tumanyi bulungi nnyo nti 23 bannaffe ababadde batuwa obuyambi mu HIV okutwala emirimu gyonna egikikwatako bajja kuba tebakyasobola. Supercharger tukoze bulungi n'atulaga ekiteekateeka amangu ddala. Right now, I would like to invite Nsimbi to come and share with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Nsimbi, as her name, I know people have been getting the 100,000 out there, and others are saying it is not there. So, Nsimbi, with her name, she wants to come and share with us what she has gone through in terms of gender-based violence, where we're seeing all our young girls are at home, where our women, we are at home, and the 100,000, I don't know whether she got it or she didn't. Right now, I would like to invite Nsimbi. You are most welcome.
Thank you very much, Champion Joanita. Thank you very much, Supercharger. Thank you, UGANET, for inviting us here. My name is Nsimbi Padira, and I'm a gender-based violence activist and HIV prevention activist. As a young person, there is a lot of violence against young women, especially in this COVID-19 period, but very little solution. We as young people feel not enough is being done to protect young girls, to protect teenagers who are at home in this period, to protect them from whoever, from the sexual predators that are out there seeking out for them. As a young person, this is what I think we should do as solution, whoever is out there. This is what I feel should be the solution to end gender-based violence during this COVID-19 period. Number one is public awareness and campaigns. Now, when I say public awareness and campaigns, it doesn't have to be a big organization. Most people think campaigns are supposed to be done by civil society, by big NGOs, by government. Yes, they also do their part. But you as a human being, you as a person, you as a mother at home, you as a mother at home sitting down with your child, you have a Facebook account, you have an Instagram account, you have a Twitter account. Talk about this. Put it out there that violence against young children, especially young girls, teenagers, should end during this period. Throw it in people's faces so everyone can know, because everyone right now is on their phone. Everyone, even those that are working, we're working from home. Technology is the way to go. So use technology to put the campaign out there, to let people know we are tired. This is the time to end gender-based violence. Now the second point is focus groups. Now, the fact that most kids are not going to school right now, young girls, they have nothing to do. A girl is going to wake up in the morning, do her housework. It seems a lot, but by 10, she's done. And then she's going to be free to move around the entire village till evening, there with nothing to do. But if we in our community, we could gather ourselves and put focus groups, we can talk to our community leaders, the LC ones, the religious leaders. We talk to them. We put focus groups for our young girls. Of course, they need a little bit of funding. And so that they have something to do. They have something to do in this period. A girl that is empowered is going to defend herself, because most sexual predators are going to come for a girl because they know they are vulnerable, because they know they don't have the right information, they don't know how to protect themselves. But if we put these focus groups for them, our girls will be able to protect themselves also. This is a solution that I think everyone in their community should be thinking about.
know the services are there that are giving help to girls or teenage girls that have been sexually harassed, but they're not youth friendly. Most teenagers are afraid, most young girls are afraid to go to the community center, to the health center, because she knows the person that's there, the health worker that's there, is going to be rude to her, because these things happen every day. Even when you just go for just a mere infections, a health worker is going to be like, eh? So now you're sleeping around, because they think all these things only come from. Now, when a girl goes to a hospital, and this is the treatment she's going to get, imagine when she's in real trouble, scared. She's not going to go back to the hospital. Of course, she's going to stay home. So we need youth-friendly services. Our medical staff need to do better. They can use peer educators. There are so many. Most girls are home sitting. You can use them. Be like, we need peer educators at the health center. The health center post. We need peer educators. Collect the young girls so that they can come and help. And then lastly, I call and appeal to every young girl that's there and a mother that has a girl at home. In this period, which is very, very crucial, you should seek help. Seek help wherever you need it. If you know you're out there and you've been violated in any way, or you feel like you are being violated and nothing is being done about it, there are helplines. UGANET has a helpline. You can call them, go to their website, check for their helpline, call them so that you get help. Go to the police. You can even go to your pastor or your sheikh. Tell them, ask for help so you can be helped. Don't suffer alone, because this emotional abuse, you will be physically abused, and the emotional toll it will take on you will pull you down. So please ask for help. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back to Madam Joanita.
Thank you so much, Simbi. I know everyone is like excited when we talk about young people at home, young girls out there who are supposed to be at school now, but they're at home. UGANET has the answer. People who care about social health, people who care about justice, I think UGANET, you are the answer. We thank you for that. And right now, I would like to call upon an Avakafela by the names of Winnie to come and share with us what she has. Winnie, Avakafela, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much, Champion Joanta Kawalia. I also want to thank UGANET for this important session and for calling us here as young girls to speak about the Hear Her Cry campaign. My name is Ikla Winfred. I'm a women and rights girls activist and advocate for quality HIV services. I'm here to speak about what we women and girls go through because of sexual and gender-based violence. How can we end violence against women and girls? One, law enforcement. We need stringent laws that punish perpetrators of violence against women and children. Many times they are left to walk away scot-free because no one follows up on them. The justice system needs to be strengthened. Otherwise, we shall continue having violence being normalized at home, in the streets. We have seen border men harassing women and girls. We've seen taxi men groping the girls and women on the streets and in the taxis. I think this needs to end. Right now, as I speak, I call upon the community. If you witness violence happening in your neighborhood, if you see someone sexually harassing a young woman, do not keep quiet. Step up, report to the nearest police station. I'm also calling upon the local leaders in the community, the local council chairpersons. So many times we've seen you cooperating with the parents of these children. We've seen you negotiating for a smaller fee with the perpetrator. I think you're doing this young woman injustice. Remember, justice delayed is justice unserved. Lastly, community safe spaces. It is happening right now in the lockdown. We don't know whom this young girl is staying with. We've seen so many girls raped. We've seen so many girls being defiled. Witnessed 2,300 cases of girls experiencing teenage pregnancy. I think we should stop normalizing sexual violence in the community. We need a place where this girl is safe to report. If she's silent about it, we're not going to help her. We're going to leave her die in silence. Lastly, we talk about integrating sexual and reproductive health. We talk about sexual and gender-based violence being integrated in all departments. when you look at the police, many times they complain that they don't have enough fuel to follow up the cases of violence in the community. We need to talk about budgets when it comes to sexual and gender-based violence. We need to empower girls and women. Speak, do not keep quiet and die in silence. Thank you so much. That way, we shall be able to end violence against women and girls. Thank you very much.
Winnie Avakafera, when you speak, I think you've said it out. All of it is already said. Thank you, Winnie Avakafera, for that. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon Sharifa also to come and share something with us. Sharifa, you are most welcome.
Thank you, Joanita. Thank you, everyone that has been able to join us on this call. My name is Nalgo Sharifa. I am the 2021 FIAS Award winner. And I'm here to talk about, what we can do as a nation to end gender-based violence. I'm going to add on what my friends have already said. They have said it, but I would like to enlighten 3 more points. First, I would like to say if we continue to engage respected community leaders to fight against violence in our communities, we all know that gender-based violence happens in community. It starts from the community. So how about we engage those respected leaders, like the LC chairman, the religious leaders, those big, rich people at the community level who they really respect. Let's engage them in that discussion so that if a young woman goes and reports, the process is easier and they know what to do about it. The next point is let's try to engage GBV survivors in the implementation and drafting of policies and laws that affect them. These are the people that have gone through the situation. So we need to engage them to know exactly how it feels. The things of drafting laws, drafting policies without them on the table are not working. Let's try to engage them. Let's make sure that they share their experiences. They voluntarily share their experiences and let them share the solution because they know what can work for them. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage us all to continue to engage boys and men in the fight against gender-based violence as change makers, because it has proven, when you look at our communities, men and boys are respected. They are respected culturally. So if we engage them as the leaders in this campaign, we'll be able to end gender-based violence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Sharifa, thank you so much, Sharifa. You've done it all to mention all that. But Sharifa, aliyogedde byonna bitutegeezezza. Ne mu byayogedde mulimu ekinyumya kye njagala nyongera okwogerako. Ageze n'agamba nti twongere okuwa abaami omukisa n'empulira ate bubi. N'engamba mu abaami abatutuusako obulabe ne mutukuba. Bano abaana baffe abate bafuna embuto bazijja kwani? Ku muwala oba ku mulenzi gwe kyeddemu eyo gy'oli. Basebo ne banyabo nga tetusinaba kuleeta Robina. Nsaba okubakakasa nti oluvannyuma lwa Robina tujja kuba tukuba ennyimba zaffe 2 ezigenda okuggalawo olunaku luno. Tweyongera okubeebaza basebo ne banyabo okubeerayo era twongera okubasaba tumubeerawo kye mwagala twogereko. UGANET'S mugende ku YouTube yaayo, mugende ku Facebook ya UGANET'S, mubabuulire biki bye mwagala byogerweko nate. Twongera naffe okwebaza UGANET'S okuwa omukisa champion supercharger, champion Joanita, ne bano ba champions abato bonna be mulabye okubeera wano olwaleero. Ne Tasso okutuwa omukisa ogw'enjawulo okubeera nti tuli wano olwaleero. Twebaza Tasso, twebaza UGANET'S, twebaza UGANET'S Commission, twebaza mwenna abali eyo okubeera nti mutuwaddeko omukisa guno. Ladies and gentlemen, before Robina comes and our 2 last songs, I would like to remind everyone that we have a task to do from today and from now. You and I have a task to do now. You have to speak out. And before we end up, I would request Robina to come and share with us what she has, and then we'll be making our 2 last songs from Champion Supercharger. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Champion Joanita. And not to waste a lot of time, let me just dive into the wrap-up of the solutions. I'm just going to reiterate the most important sessions that we've been having, solutions. We've talked about the policies that are there, but then they are not enforced. I would like to see a community where we are having perpetrators being put to justice. I want to see this girl child seeking the justice that she deserves. Then the youth-friendly services and the safe spaces. We need them both at the health facility, but also in the communities. Because if we cannot access the health facilities, we should have at least community volunteers to be able to provide these services in the communities. We need to have youth mentors. Yes, we appreciate our health workers, we appreciate the work they're doing, but we also need a young blood to be in these services so that they can perform this work much more faster and easier. And then I would love to see the attitudes of our dear health workers changing from negative to positive. I think that would make a lot of sense when it comes to accessibility of services that are non-discriminatory, that are rights-based, and can be accessible at all different levels. The other thing is also prioritizing the adolescent girls and young women, and even the women when it comes to implementation of different projects. I look at the girls that are with and women with disabilities. I look at the girls and women with HIV. I look at girls and women that are having, different challenges. I'm looking at girls and women that are in the sex work community. I'm looking at different girls in different communities. Let us prioritize them when we are looking at, when we are having projects implemented, and we give them a table, but not just a table. We give them a seat, but not even a seat. We give them a voice, and that voice should be heard and respected, and also have their visions also put into implementation. Advocacy. Let us increase our advocacy, our forces as community. Let us increase our forces of advocacy. Let it not just be us as young champions, as young women. Let me also see a young man. Let me see a boy. Let me see a father. Let me see a man out there doing this advocacy at another level. Sharifa talked about having the influential persons in the communities. Our religious leaders, you give us great sermons, you give us great services when it comes to religion. And I would love to see your voice also giving us a powerful service when it comes to gender-based violence. Our cultural leaders, we want us to follow the norms, the culture, the tradition, but we also want you to also give us also that chance when you can also air out our issues as girls and women when it comes to issues of gender-based violence. I think it would do us a lot of good. Even the different leaders in the communities, please, your voice matters when it comes to this. Lastly, I would love to request our dear parents to start from the home, because it's the smallest unit and it's the biggest and it's the most important. So if we do not start from home, then we are not going anywhere. For those of you who want to seek help, the helpline, UGANET has a helpline, it's toll free, and I'll just recite it very fast. It is 0800 333 123. It's 0800 333 123. Help when it comes to gender-based violence, please, that is our toll-free. And I would want to call upon our different communities. Please let us come together and make voice one. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Omulongo Badije, for that wonderful speech or sharing information, what you want us to do as community, as everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Champion Supercharger as a man has an issue to talk about. We are in COVID-19 lockdown, where people are not in position to have accessibility for their medication. And we know the challenges if you don't take medicine, what really happens. Let me call Champion Supercharger to come and say something about that.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want to thank UGANET. Can you put your hands together for UGANET? UGANET, one more time, UGANET! It's 2 years since lockdown came. I've not stepped on any stage. This is my first time. They have improvised a safe way to communicate to the community. That's very wonderful. Thank you so much, UGANET. And I want to thank Tasso. Wow, for us made it possible to do it. Tasso, thank you so much. Tasso! That's so wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wind up, we have 2 more songs. But before I play those songs, I want to encourage all people living with HIV out there, especially girls. This saying that I'm HIV positive, so I don't value anybody can violate me. No. As an HIV positive young girl or young woman, you have the equal right with a negative, like a negative lady. No. You have your right to report them. Report them. And if there is no way you can report the case, just again, LC authorities, can you use organizations like UGANET'S? They even have lawyers who can even help you for free. 6,000 young girls have been impregnated in one district of Uganda, Moroto. Can you imagine? Since lockdown, 6,000 young girls below the age of 18 were impregnated within a period of 1 year. One district of Uganda, and yet we have more than 100 districts. We must do something to stop gender-based violence. At this time, I want to appeal to the 1.3 million people living with HIV. I know it's lockdown, you cannot move, but please stick to your medications. Take your medication. It's going to be catastrophic if we experience HIV drug resistance, because treatment options are very minimal. Take your medications correctly. Use your mask every time you go out, because you already know you have a problem. You can easily get COVID. You are not going to handle COVID and HIV together. So put on your mask, social distance yourself, and please, 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 young boys and young men, all men of Uganda, stop gender-based violence. Give us the song Adherence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a song called Adherence is the key to success. Take your meds. Take it correctly. Okay. Microphone. Okay.
Adherence is the key to success. Take your meds and victory will be yours. HIV is a loser winner. I take my meds, that's why I'm looking good. Empty city is for you, my mother, to produce a good and healthy child. I use a condom when I'm having sex to protect my life and protect my people's lives. So come, baby. Adherence is the key to success. Take your meds and victory will be yours. HIV is a loser winner. I take my meds, that's why I'm looking good. Uganda, Puerto Rico, Uganda, Puerto Rico. Early treatment is the key to success. When I test your blood, I'm getting to know your life. Positive living is the key to success. When I take your meds, and victory will be yours. Adherence is the key to success. Take your meds, and victory will be yours. HIV is the loser winner. I take my meds, that's why I'm looking good. Uganda, Puerto Rico, Uganda, Puerto Rico. Adherence is the key to success. Take your meds and victory will be yours. HIV
Before I close the session, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you again. People have requested for Uncle to play this song again. This is the main song supported by UGANET. It's the main song and it's called Hear Her Cry. We've come here to speak for them. Hear them. Let's go. Hear her cry. Thank you, Tasso and UGANET. His voice is calling you on the rights of young women and girls. Tubaturugunya, nabo bantu tubalekere banegende yawe. Hear her cry. His voice is calling you on the rights of young women and girls. Tubaturugunya, nabo bantu tubalekere banegende yawe. Hear her cry. Wajabani, wachitwe isange solo. Utulugunyo muchalo gomuwala, echuchivenyo. Osange wakatonda ne mukoti gwandakola. Mwana gutulugunya, kitayo kisudde mu nyanja kikongerero. Wechikongerero. This voice is calling you on the rights of young women and girls. Tubaturugunya, nabo bantu tubalekere banegende yawe. Hear her cry. This voice is calling you on the rights of young women and girls. Tubaturugunya, nabo bantu tubalekere banegende yawe. Hear her cry. Obuyinza muggwanga n'abazadde owulire bino kibateekako kulwanyisa bapapa yonna gy'obeera tebubikkirira misango mubatwale bawozesebwe bamukuye enguzi namugamba tubozannyirako kwekikolero. This voice is calling you on the rights of young women and girls. Tubaturugunya, nabo bantu tubalekere banegende yawe. Hear her cry. Two more times go. This voice is calling you on the rights of young women and girls. Tubaturugunya, nabo bantu tubalekere banegende yawe. Hear her cry. This voice is calling you on the rights of young women and girls. Tubaturugunya, nabo bantu tubalekere banegende yawe. Hear her cry. Thank you, UGANET. Thank you, all our participants. Thank you so much, Tasso. You are the best.
Wow.
Hear our cry.
Everybody is singing there. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Supercharger UGANET. Thank you so much. We are very impressed. Innovation at its best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ben.
Thank you, Dr. Ben.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
This is Champion Joanita with Champion Super.
With Joanita, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dora, can you give us a few words? We are sorry for ambushing you, but can you give us a few words?
Thank you, colleagues. Well done. Well done with the show. I have enjoyed it from here. Thank you so much. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Dora.
We shall do more like these, yes, and probably send the flyer in time and mobilize more. This was good. Thank you, Super and team.
Thank you.
I'm sure that the link will continue to go out and people can follow your messages. All your calls to action, all your advice, I think was really relevant. Thank you very much for reaching out. And if we could tweet more the link and have more people engage with the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dora. I saw Dr. Sise Chicho.
Hey, Dr. Sise Chicho is there.
I saw Lillian Moreko.
Wow, Lillian!
I've seen Price, Charles Brown,
Wow.
Esther Mebo, Sylvia Nakasi. Thank you
from
Lena.
Washington.
Yes, thank you, Lena Godfrey. Let me see if I can get everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Some people are not using their names, but I can see them. There is someone using Galaxy. Thank you for viewing. Thank you, Krish, Lena, Godfrey, Lillian Moreko, Lydia Naze, Mary Allegra.
Violence. I'm sorry.
Primrose Nakado, thank you. Thank you, Prosi. Thank you, Sylvia Nakasi. Thank you, UGANET'S, Timothy Kalunji. Thank you to all our viewers. If I've not mentioned your name, I'm very, very sorry, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Sierra. I can see someone is commenting they're watching with Sierra. Thank you, Sierra.
Baby, thank you so much for that show, dear. It was really awesome. Thank you, team.
So allow us close and end the Zoom call.
Okay.